Hi. In the last video, I said today's a very special day because we're going to be talking about the vows and all the observations that we do as Ishayas that we would like to bring into our life to help use as tools of our growth of consciousness. So it's like becoming aware of these things we've always taken for granted and realizing that a lot of those now can be habitual patterns. And if you become aware, you're growing in your own path, and there's always room for more. And so instead of just going, yeah, I'd like to grow, it's like, well, where? How do I grow? And these are what is being invited for you to play with. So the next one, or the one I want to talk about right now, is a stayer. Non-stealing. So when you don't steal, the opposite of taking is actually to give. So yes, we can focus on non-stealing and how I have to be aware of not stealing from you, stealing your time, stealing your things, stealing my time, stealing my own things. I don't know, would that be classed as stealing? But instead of looking at it in a negative sense, let's look at it in the positive, which is to give. And I love that. A stayer is really the observation of where can I give more. And if we're playing with where we can give more, we're kind of like no longer focused on ourselves. We're no longer focused on lack. We're not kind of like looking at what do I need? How can I protect me? We're now realizing that we can just give. Can I give my service, my knowledge, my attention, my time to you? Can I share my things? Do I have an abundance here and I'm willing to give? It's a beautiful change of energy, isn't it? It's very pure. And when you purify it even more, that you're not trying to do it or even looking for ways, it becomes a state of consciousness where you just don't live in lack or needing, taking. Instead, it's a playfulness of interaction. And what I've discovered can really happen with a stayer, with non-stealing or to give, is it's very healing too, because maybe we've compared a lot during our lives, or maybe we've believed things aren't fair, And so there could be this habit of, wow, she got a bigger piece of cake than me, or he got more of her attention than I do. It's not fair. And if you kind of live in that energy of, is it fair or not fair, you're going to be constantly caught up in comparison, comparing, looking at each other. And the energy is kind of like, high alert, demanding more. And then perhaps jealousy if you don't get what you believe you should have. And so this idea that you do have enough, this realization that God always supports you, the universe is always giving to you so that you can give, creates this beautiful energetic flow of what's received can be given away. So you don't actually become the ownership of anything. It's not mine to have. It becomes in my possession for a period of time and it's free to move on. Or when the time is right, I will find the new owner, And then there's less kind of like even anxiety or pain and suffering if something goes missing or if something does get taken from you. It's a bit more like, it's a bit looser, You're a bit more able to see a bigger picture and not get emotionally involved in it and allow things to pass on. That could come for people too. People come and go in our lives, You might not see family and friends for a long period of time, but the neediness is, I need you with me. Where are you? You don't love me, right? Whereas to give means I appreciate the time we do have together, but I'll just give to you and be there while I can and while you can. So it's a whole different energy, right? So a stay is a very cool thing to play with.